This is just a quick note to explain a little bit about how the Bible is smashed together. You may not know that it's organized by genre and not chronologically. So the events you see in Genesis all the way to Revelation aren't events happening by date chronologically in the time they happened in the history. So I mentioned before that this Bible is about God telling us about Him, and mainly, and the events that we read, you can see the history there in pink. The events that we read are his guidance and sovereign work throughout history to bring about redemption in the person of Christ. And it's fascinating, the story as it's told, but it can get a little confusing when you read stories and then you read like a retelling of the story and you wonder, did we just time warp or jump around? What's going on? And it's just helpful to know that, um, it's separated by genre. So you see history, poetry, also known as wisdom, the wisdom books, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, so on. There's prophets, the prophetic books are generally together. So you have the major prophets there at the top and the minor prophets. In the New Testament, you have the four Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, four independent tellings of the same story, the life and death of Jesus Christ. You have Acts, which is a history book telling of the events of the first, the Christians post Jesus's death and resurrection and Pentecost. And then a lot of the New Testament is letters to churches to help guide them. And the Bible's basically capstone at the end with Revelation, it's apocalyptic work, and a prophetic work as well. So I hope that helps guide as you read. And there's plenty of resources out there if you Google it, some of the history of when the canon was put together and all that. So hope that helps.